All right, so the draft is quickly approaching, which is in about a month, roughly. And the top of the draft looks like it's got quite a bit of drama going on. So, with all that being said, we're going to hit those topics in three, two, one.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Jose here at the First Round by Show, where we bring you all football all the time. Sauce, what the hell is going on? Wonderful to see you here on Discord. What's going on, my friend?
Absolutely. And you know what? Today is a monumental episode. Do you like that?
Made me kind of randy.
Oh, yeah. So, actually, just kind of as a B-sides, today is actually my 1 year wedding anniversary, which is
I didn't
why
remember. My fault. Our
you
one
were
here.
you were drunk. It was in Vegas. You were drunk.
Ripperooskies.
But yeah, so and this guy was actually I'm pointing over at him right now. Yeah, this guy was actually there for me and everything. It was awesome. It was a great time and yeah, it just feels weird to know that I've been married for a year. It's so strange. But what is not strange and what is not crazy is the fact that the Titans are picking the top 5 again. For whatever reason, we had the number one overall pick last year, but that is not the only reason why we're talking about this. Part of the reason why, so obviously, since I am a Titans fan, then I have been following the top of the draft, and one of the biggest things that has gotten me over the course of the last few weeks is I keep going back and forth between what I want the Titans to draft. Do I want them to, draft the Carnell Tate wide receiver from Ohio State from, wide receiver university over there? Do I want them to bulk up that defensive line by grabbing one of those 3 pass rushers? The possibilities are endless, but the craziest thing right now is that the biggest thing that I keep seeing mocked to the Titans, and it's just a bigger talking point. We have yet another running back that is slated to go within the top 5, which is absolutely insane to me. I've watched some of his highlight videos, and we're talking about Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame. That dude is absolutely phenomenal. Like I watched some of his highlight videos, and you can just see the talent, the ability, the pass catching ability, the running ability, the home run threat. He ran like a 4.33 or 4.35 40. That's insane. So the dude's got speed to burn. Dude's got some amazing hands. He would be an excellent compliment to whoever he goes to. Like that dude just looks like he's ready to succeed. So, Jose, do you think that it's a little bit crazy this year that a running back could be going in the top 5?
I don't think it's crazy. I mean, we've seen it in the past. It doesn't happen very often, but I mean, at the end of the day, if the talent's there, the talent's there. You don't really want to pass up on, I wouldn't say generational talent, but if the talent's there, you don't want to
Mm-hmm.
pass up on it. Granted, there's a ton of talent, especially whenever you're picking in the top 5. There's so many different ways that you can draft. Obviously, they got hopefully their franchise quarterback in the Cam Ward, but there's a ton
Oh,
of
they
other
do.
people. I mean, a bunch of people are saying, I think his name is Sony Styles, out of
Yeah.
Ohio State, I believe. A lot of people are saying that he's a generational talent. I believe he's a linebacker. Don't really know a whole
Mm-hmm.
lot about him, but a lot of people are speculating that he's going to go in the top 10. And kind of like to what you said, they can pretty much plug anybody in from that draft into that offense or defense and have immediate impact in the top 5. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. Unfortunately, the Pats will be picking, I think, 30th. So I won't be as excited watching the draft this year as what I was in the previous past couple of years. But nonetheless, I'm really excited I'm super excited
Super excited.
that Love is not going to the Chiefs, because a lot of people were saying the Chiefs might take Love because I think they have like a top 10 or top 15 pick.
Yeah.
Obviously, they signed Kenneth Walker, which was a big surprise to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just glad Love is not going to the Chiefs, because I think he would definitely make a big and powerful impact on that offense.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, we have to wait for Mahomes to come back from injury, but long term.
Oh yeah. Now that would be absolutely disgusting and filthy, and nobody in the league wants that because none of us are Chiefs fans except for AJ. So, But yeah, no, I do think that is insane. Like the amount of love that he is getting is just absolutely insane. But the craziest part about it for me is just that there's like this huge chasm, this huge gap between the number one running back and the number two running back, which in a lot of people's boards, honestly, the number two running back is his backup. Was it Jordan Price, I believe? Is
I
that
can
his
tell
name?
you.
Uh,
I don't know.
I do know it's very much like a what was it back whenever the draft that happened with McFadden and Felix Jones, like, but two top running backs come from the same school. That is just absolutely insane. But I do think that Jeremiah Love, if he gets past the Titans, then in all honesty, a lot of the mocks I've seen have him going to the Giants, which I know that you wouldn't be overly excited about that because your boy Scat is over there. Your favorite
Honestly,
Cam.
I wouldn't mind that. I know a lot of people hate on Scat because of the way that he plays.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if you add Love, I mean, you can have like a solid 1-2 punch just because Scat's not that. He's not like a. He can catch the ball for sure, but he's not like a Jameer Gibbs, Bijan Robinson
Yeah.
type of
No.
player. He's more so of like a Derrick Henry type, Saquon Barkley. Like give him the ball up the gut, he's gonna truck you. Good luck bringing him down. He doesn't really have like the elusiveness. But with Love and Cam back in the backfield, dude, that would be such a phenomenal 1-2 combo.
Dude, that'd be
And
absolutely insane.
you'd probably save some years on Cam, drafting Love. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to it.
I think that Scat and Jeremiah Love would be awesome as a one two punch. I think that would be absolutely disgusting. Plus, you've got Jackson Dart out there who's continuing to improve, and then you have the return of Malik Neighbors. That offense could be
Oof.
quite scary.
Oof.
But we did take away that insane weapon that is Wandale Robinson. So I kind of joke, but I mean he is still a pretty good weapon. He stepped up pretty good last
Oh
year.
yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So
I
the
had him in fantasy, so I watched I watched his plays a lot down the second half of the season. He stepped up pretty big for the
oh yeah,
Giants.
no, he's great. So another thing that I was wanting to talk about, obviously one of the uh, biggest kind of talking points this year for the top of the draft. So what's kind of crazy is that the top players, who are looked at as the top players in the draft, are not. Like so, you obviously have quarterback Fernando Mendoza. He's going to probably be going number one overall, but like the defensive ends, the edge rushers, you got three of them who each have kind of some red flags that are keeping them from being like that bona fide like Aiden Hutchinson, Willie Anderson type prospect, as opposed to now they're being looked at as are they even worthy of top five picks now? But the way I see it, so I know that there was a lot of talk at the end of the year with Ruben Bain because he was obviously playing for Miami. He obviously has some ties with Cam Ward and all that stuff, but in the playoffs he played phenomenally. He was getting after the quarterback. He was making plays all over the place. Problem is, dude has little T-Rex short arms, as everybody says. So
Some Will Campbell arms.
some Will Campbell arms, and then you got Arvell Reese from I believe he is Ohio State. Extremely athletic person. He is just insanely athletic. He ran I think like a 4.40, which is insane for his size. Same with Sony Styles. They both did. But the problem with Arvell Reese is that he didn't really play a whole lot of edge rusher in college, so he's kind of raw coming out. And then of course you've got David Bailey from, is it Texas Tech? I believe it's either Texas Tech or
Uh,
Texas A&M. I think it might be A&M.
Cannot confirm. I might see it here. Yeah, I don't know.
So David
Too
Bailey
many
is
names.
he's another edge
Texas
rusher.
Tech.
Texas Tech. Okay, yeah, I knew it was one of those Texas teams. But yeah, so and he's a speed rusher. Ruben Bain's kind of more of a power rusher and everything. But the problem with David Bailey is that everybody says that whenever it came to like stopping the run and stuff like that, he's more or less just a pass rush specialist, which isn't bad. But if you're getting that player, if you have a premier pick, you want to make sure that you're getting somebody that's very good all around, as opposed to who's just going to be able to come around the corner and get to the quarterback. So Jose, do you know anything about these pass rushers?
I actually do not know a whole lot about those pass rushers, and because I keep up a lot with college football typically, but surprisingly, going into this draft, like I don't know a whole lot about a lot of these players. Like I don't want to say it's a weak draft class because I would be doing the sport a disservice because I don't know a lot of these players. Like typically, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, I know that guy, this guy, but yeah, this year I didn't really keep up with a lot of, I guess, like the seniors or juniors in the college football world. But I mean, there's like obviously like the typical big names out there that I've been keeping up with. Like for example, I wanted to talk a little bit about what's his name, Jordan Tyson, wide
Mm-hmm.
receiver out of Arizona. Kind of off topic in a way, but a lot of people are speculating that the New York Giants might even actually try and go get him so they can pair him up with Malik Neighbors. Obviously, they lost Wandale Robinson, but to pair Tyson, a potential wide receiver one, with Malik Neighbors, and obviously I know we talked about it earlier with Dart and Scat, but that would be definitely a nice 1-2 punch
Mm-hmm.
in the wide receiver room right there. But yeah, just a little bit about Tyson, I suppose. A lot of people have him as wide receiver one over Tate.
Yeah, yeah, no, that dude has insane talent, and I think actually he is over there at Arizona State with our boy. Shoot, why am I blanking on his name?
The Marius.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know why I blanked on him. My bad, dude. I feel so bad now. But he came from Arizona State, so he's gonna. I think he's gonna be amazing at the next level. And I think one of the main issues that a lot of people have with this draft class, whenever it comes to like the wide receivers and stuff like that, the most talented ones, or the who everybody thinks are the most talented ones, they all have like injuries and stuff like that, and so it's kind of hard to project them at the next level. And the ones that don't have injuries, like the Carnell Tates and um, what is his name, Omar Cooper from Indiana, they're mostly seen as wide receiver twos. You know, like they're not seen as like that alpha, that number one wide receiver, that X wide receiver. So it's gonna be an interesting draft. That's the one thing that kind of gives me pause whenever it comes to Carnell Tate going in the top five potentially. Not even necessarily to the Titans, but just the fact that like he's a very safe prospect. But the problem is like he doesn't drop very many balls. He has a great contested catch rate. Um, Not a bad 40. Pretty much just catches everything thrown to him. But there's questions about his long speed, his deep speed, and everything. There's questions about his run after catch ability and stuff. And that just gives me pause, man. Like this would probably be the first year ever that like I'm sitting here begging the Titans to draft a wide receiver, and the one year that they potentially could, I'm not even that high on the wide receiver.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jeremiah Love out of Ohio State will be eligible for the draft after this upcoming year, and
Oh, Jeremiah
if
Smith.
he's Jeremiah, oh what the hell?
You
I'm
said,
thinking freaking running back. You get what
yeah,
I'm saying, Jeremiah
yeah,
Smith. A lot of people were saying as a freshman he could have freaking played in the NFL.
100%.
So
Dude is
I'm thinking he's
phenomenal.
probably pick one next year. I know a lot of people, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
analysts are saying Arch Manning might be the pick number one next year, but can't even talk after the start he had this past year. I mean, a lot of question marks. Obviously,
Oh
he
yeah,
finished the second half very hot, but I mean to be determined. But I mean, there's no doubt the generational talent that Smith is.
dude, it's insane. And it's also insane because Arch Manning had a really good year this last year too. He really stepped up, and just sit there and say that there's a because Arch Manning could definitely go number one overall, but to sit there and look at it now and be like, yeah, but you got Jeremiah Smith out there, like that bona fide number one alpha, just insane talent, just absolutely insane
Yeah,
talent. So
I'm
that
excited for next year's draft.
yeah, and see that's what makes me kind of sad is that like so obviously I've been keeping up with the draft for a very long time, but I don't even have that much excitement for this year's draft. I
Dude, I'm the
mean,
same way.
I mean, that's the underlying factor in all of this. That I mean, there's enough information out there. There's enough storylines out there when it comes to the draft to keep it interesting at least. But if there was even a little bit less drama that could be going on, a little bit less of a storyline going on, I wouldn't. I would almost be completely uninterested in this draft, and that's just wild to me. First draft in probably I don't even know. As far as I can remember, because I know that we've been watching the draft for a long time, and like I said, I'm not super excited about this at all.
I mean, it'll still be fun to watch. It usually is. I think it's funny because sometimes like you're waiting for your team to freaking pick. Like let's just say they got pick 15, 16, 18, whatever. They get to your freaking pick, and guess what? Din 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 din. The trade has been traded. X
Yeah,
team trades their pick to this team for whatever, and then it's like,
they
dude,
trade
I
their first
waited
round
all this
pick.
time
Yep,
for the nothing. That's literally the
exactly.
worst watching the draft. Or
Or
you wait, and then your freaking team drafts freaking Cole Strange.
I was about to say that's the other thing too is I think that it's even worse. Like I would take a draft like notification, draft a trade notification as opposed to them putting in the pick and I'm like, oh, it's J.C. Latham, cool, another freaking tackle, great, because we need those. Now, don't get me wrong, I get it. You have to build the trenches, but god damn, that's such an unsexy pick. Oh, I hate it so much. I will say this though. This is one of the talking points that I wrote down just a second ago. I'm not sure if you saw it. I saw it on the Pat McAfee show, and it kind of blew my mind. So Dan Orlovsky, that dude,
I don't like that guy.
he is he's a bona fide meathead now, and I I don't mind him sometimes, but what he said the other day cracked me up, and Pat McAfee was ripping into him. This fool said that Ty Simpson is his number one quarterback over Fernando Mendoza.
Yikes, Ty Simpson.
Yeah.
Oh my. He got
He
benched for their freaking second string. I think it was week 2 or 3. I can't remember what week it was because he was playing so dog shit. Which I get. It's the beginning of the year. Nerves might
right,
be there.
right.
But whenever you're playing for freaking Alabama and the SEC, you don't have time to be struggling like he was. Which granted, I say that, but Arch Manning was struggling too. But he came back and turned it on. I get Ty Simpson came back in and kind of did his thing, but he is not better than freaking Fernando Mendoza. Come on now.
Absolutely not. And here's what he said. He said it's tape over traits for him. He says that he thinks that Ty Simpson has the better tape that translates to the NFL over Fernando Mendoza. And I'm just like, bruh, at this point, you're just doing this for clicks. You're just doing this to try to generate some buzz because ain't no way anybody thinks that, at least at this point. Now, granted, Ty Simpson, he could end up becoming a better pro than Fernando Mendoza, but he's definitely not the better prospect. That is 100% untrue. Fernando Mendoza, and what was funny was Pat McAfee was like, so you're telling me that you firmly believe that the Raiders are going to, the Sin City Raiders are
There we
going to be
go. Get
drafting
it?
Ty Simpson, number one overall. He was like, no, not necessarily. And I'm like, well, then what are you standing on, dude? Like, what are you standing on? If that's not the case, then what in the world? But yeah, I just thought that was an interesting little nugget of information at the top of the draft. So,
Excuse.
but yeah, so with all that being said, just as a reminder, everyone, the draft will be April 23rd through the 25th. One thing I will say too, I absolutely fucking hate that the draft is on a Thursday. I've always hated that.
Yeah. That, They should do it like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I agree. And it pisses me off so much that it's on a Thursday because I've always had to try to take off work and I never got to take off work because it's, you know who always took off work? Billy, even though he doesn't
Did
even
he?
watch the draft.
What the hell? And he takes it off on the Monday after
After
the
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
Yeah. I wonder if he did that this year. I don't know. I'd have to ask him. But yeah, so the draft it's literally coming up within a month. So um all this news, everything's about to start ramping up too. Like it's about to be we are in full swing of lying season. So it should be interesting. Jose, do you know who the Pats might be eyeing down? Like who's been being mocked to the Pats?
I know we kind of spoke about this the other day. I think it's like about a week or so ago. There's been a lot of talks that they've been looking at that running back from Arkansas. I forget his name, but you mentioned him the other day. What
Mike
was it?
Washington Jr.
There we go. Explosive running back. A lot of people are saying we might let Ramondre walk sooner than later. Obviously, we got Travion Henderson, but to
Well, he
have two
might
backs
fumble
like
his way
that
out
in
of
the
there.
backfield, there. Beautifully said. But to have Travion and Washington in the backfield would be absolutely electric. But that's really the only person that I've been seeing that they're eyeballing. I did see a video these past couple of days. Mike Rabel, he's like a real hands-on coach if you didn't know. So he was working out with, I think it was like a linebacker or some defensive
Yep,
player. He was like doing some drills with them. But I'm not too sure who they're looking after. But I almost guarantee he's probably going to be a defensive player. But I mean, who knows? They
for
got pick
sure.
30, so we'll see.
We'll see. That's right. And
But
they
they're
could
looking at
always trade up.
yeah, because I think they're also looking at wide receivers, so it'll be interesting to
Hmm.
see who's available when they get to them. So
Hey,
we'll
they
see.
might be the ones that pick up Tyson.
We'll see, man. Historically, the Pats have done absolute dog shit picking wide receivers.
Hmm. I agree. I agree. Yeah. Now and as for the Titans, in all honesty, um, there is a whole plethora of people that they could be taking. I've seen most of the draft mocks I've seen have been Jeremiah Love, and that's to because he's the best offensive player in the draft, and he would help out Cam Ward a ton. Helps him with being a receiving back, being a home run threat. It's just incredible and insane. And in all honesty, I've gotten to the point now where I've done so much research and looking up all the different pass rushers, all the different the different wide receivers, Jeremiah Love, Carnell Tate, Ruben Bay, all of them. I am at that point now where I wouldn't be surprised if they take any of the like three or four people, and I wouldn't be mad or upset. Like I have gotten myself to the point where I am okay with whoever they decide to take. If they decide to
Hmm.
take, and I will say this too, whoever they take with their fourth pick can book it now. I'm already planning on getting that new home jersey of theirs. So yeah, whoever the number one pick is that we have, so the fourth overall pick, I'm already planning on getting their jersey. So
Nice. I
yeah.
will say before I forget, so the one thing that I like about the running back position, going from college to the NFL, I feel, and this is my personal opinion, but I feel like the running back position has the easiest transition from the
Yep.
college level to the NFL level. Like the quarterback play, cornerback play, all these other positions, defensive line, offensive line, like there's what's the right words I'm looking for? Like
There's a learning curve.
there's a learning curve. There we go. And then with the running back, it's kind of I wouldn't say it's plug and play, but it's
Pretty much
almost
is,
plug and
yeah.
play. You know what I'm saying? Like
Really,
we see what you do in the college level, and it's really easily transitioned into the NFL. So what you see in college is
100%.
pretty much what you get in the NFL. So your safe bet drafting running backs, it's right there.
I agree. No, I agree 100%. But what's also wild is that the running back position is so devalued now, but it is getting back up there. It's not going to be anywhere near what the wide receivers and stuff are getting paid. I think that the highest running back contract is probably out there. It's like 25 a year, and even that's pushing it. And
Yeah,
JSN just got over 40 mil a year, so which is
that's
insane.
nuts.
Which is
Yeah.
absolutely insane. But that's also why you find your young talent in either the first round or the later rounds and try to find those gems because then you'll be able to pay less for the wide receiver for at least the time that you have them, and then whenever it's time to pony up the money, then you're not as worried about it and stuff.
There we go.
And at that point, then in free agency, you're not throwing out a 25 million a year contract to somebody who's going to be at best a wide receiver 3. That just sucks. So it's just not very good team building. So all right, with all that being said, please make sure that you guys hop down that comments section below. Let us know what you guys are thinking at the top of the draft. And yeah, we just want to hear from you guys. And please let us know if you would like to be on the show. We do have a couple people that we are intending on getting on the show here shortly. Once things slow down, we actually have the availability to be able to bring more people on the show. But please drop your discords down below and let us know if you want to get on the show. Jose, what you got?
Pretty much what you said. But in addition, thank you guys so much for watching. We greatly appreciate the support over these past handful of months. We've probably seen the most growth that we have ever seen here on this channel. We've been up and around since, 2001. So
2021.
It's awesome to, what did I say?
You said 2001.
There we go. It's awesome to see the growth that this channel has been seeing these past few months, and continue to support, continue to watch, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know who your favorite team is. Who do you want your team to draft? Who do you think is the best player in the draft? Just comment down below. We love interacting with you guys. Also, check out our TikTok. We have TikTok as well. We have Instagram. Check us out there. We have merch. Go check out the merch. We have all kinds of goods on there. But again, thank you guys so much.
Yep. Constantly growing, trying to push out new content and everything. I think I say this in every single episode, but we do got some cool things in the works, and I'm sure that you guys have seen some of the cool things in the works. Kind of like the short that I just posted about, my friend back there, that skeleton. Yeah, that one was fun. That's an old tank top that doesn't fit me anymore because I'm getting too buff.
Oof.
Oof.
Also, if you watch my card opening videos or our card opening videos, I'm probably going to start doing them more so as shorts now. So don't be surprised if you don't really see the long style format videos of me opening cards moving forward. I will do some here and there, but they will mainly be shorts moving forward.
Yep. Nope. And pretty much the same for me as well, because we just want to mix it up and throw a different variety of things on the channel and stuff. So yeah, but like I said, keep getting engaged. Make sure you drop a like, comment down below, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you know anytime we post a video. And with all that being said, catch you all in the next one.
Peace.